Today's AskReddit post. What are some secrets that men will never tell women? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Nice try. I am not falling for this one again. You're not supposed to tell them that either. Crap, is my man card suspended again? One more strike and you gotta get a sex change. No, please. My wife's not bisexual. Yes, I definitely use those decorative towels that shall not be used. Who puts a towel right next to the sink for it to not be used? That was a decorative sink. And I took a decorative shit. Don't flush. Comma save. And I wiped my decorative ass with those decorative towels. We truly don't know why you're upset sometimes. And it doesn't mean we don't care. Burst into room. I knew you never cared. We love you but we're stupid but we love you. We aren't stupid. We just aren't mind readers. It's a self-defeating thing to get mad at someone for not knowing the thing you haven't told them. Waiting for people to guess your feelings is a bad game and everyone loses. Thank you for saying this. I'm tired of the men who play this aloof idiot persona and play it off as if all men are the same. Maybe you're stupid, but some of us are not. I can't hear you from the other room. And don't say I have a headache, say can you fetch me an ibuprofen. Don't say the TV is loud, say turn down the TV. Also, I don't have strong preferences for food, unless it's steak night. So when I say I don't know, what do you want for dinner? I mean it. When I suggest 3 or 4 things, and you say no to all of them, it's your turn to figure out the menu. It annoys me that you say you don't want fries but then take mine. I mean what the duck? Our fries. Communism. Sad pensive face. Victory hand. French fry communism is the only communism Reddit doesn't like. Quits the Soviet Union. I like it when a woman rests her head on my shoulder or chest. Not sexual or romantic. It just makes me feel like I'm at her and or is a reminder that I do. Funny. I like doing that platonically. Friends. I imagine most guys will like that either way, but I'd suggest making it very clear it's not romantic. I'm not talking huge, obvious hints here. I mean clear for a man, haha. Deleted. We've all misplaced our 10mm socket. My toolbox has had 3 10mm. Our angry upvote. If you are our friend and are even a 4 out of 10, we have thought about ducking you. That's not the reason we are friends. And we would not necessarily act on it given the chance, but have definitely thought about it. The sick ass kung fu brawl I'm imagining when we're online at the post office. I can confidently say that if you're ever wondering at any given time what I'm thinking about in a public place, it's almost definitely what I would do if everyone I see attacked me. I work in a kitchen, so the scenario usually involves backing up on the line so people can only approach from one direction and then dual wielding chef knives. Or maybe use a 25-pound salmon as a blunt weapon. Or ladlefuls of hot oil to the face. See, I'm not very muscled and presently not working. So the only place I generally find myself is the grocery store or the Chick-fil-A drive-thru to get some of Jesus chicken. My strategy generally can be chalked up to fighting dirty and hoping people are bad enough at fighting that I can more or less just use their momentum against them to throw them to the ground and get away. We aren't always horny and don't control most of our boners. Most of them are just my dick being mean and putting me in an awkward situation. So your dick being a dick. Gun fingers. If my dick pulled out gun fingers, it'd also be an awkward situation. We can be very insecure about telling you how we feel. I don't let anyone in to know how I feel. Whoa, you guys are still feeling things? No matter how ugly you think you look, there's always a guy that thinks you look amazing, arousing. Pretty important distinction. When I sit there looking like I'm annoyed, I'm just thinking of something stupid but I'd rather not explain it. How would I be able to change channels with a remote if my hands were velociraptor claws instead? How much helium would I need to put into a football before I was able to throw it 100 ids? Likely more than a football would hold anyways. I have no secrets really, just a little advice to offer. We're usually absolutely terrible at reading your subtle hints. Men generally don't do finesse. If you want something, the thing you want for your birthday, or you want to be taken out for a nice meal, or you're feeling horny, you're best to just ask us outright. My wife has learned this about me, and life is great. One time she outright asked what I was thinking about, because I was clearly distracted and not paying attention to what I was doing. And I straight up told her that I was strategizing how to beat one of the battles in The Last Remnant, still unbeaten due to the cardinal sin of the unskippable cutscene. My wife got incredibly creative. In advance of her birthday, she went to a jeweler and put an item on layaway. Then she put an appointment on my Outlook calendar a week before her birthday with an instruction for me to go get it. I was delighted. See, I would rather just buy it myself if my husband can't be bothered to find out what I like. It truly is the thought that counts. I don't care how hideous it is if you put in the effort to sacrifice your time searching. Honestly, I'm fine with this approach. It's the catch 22 of I won't tell you what I want because I want you to pick something out for me, combined with you didn't get me the one thing I wanted, hinted at, and should know me perfectly by now, so you don't love me and I hate this thing you got. I'm terribly picky with gifts usually, so I often tell my wife not to buy me things and to give me an experience, like concert tickets or a nice restaurant or day trip or whatever. Otherwise just tell me to buy myself a present and thank her for it. We check out your ass every time you walk away. I'm not saying all women's asses. Maybe if single but in a relationship we check out our so ass every time they leave the room. I've seen my wife's ass 1,000 times and I can promise you I'll check it out 1,000 times more. Edit. Wow, I didn't realize this would blow up this much. Thanks for the award. Do you feel like you could easily pick her out of an ass lineup? Depends how many people. If it's only 10, I could probably pick the person I'm currently dating with 90+% accuracy, and we've only been on 3 dates. I'm sure he'd get it seeing as they're married. I only lasted 25 minutes because I jacked it earlier today. Only? To clarify, only lasted because, not lasted only. In that case, only should come between minutes and because. We don't actually scratch our balls, it's more of a pinch and roll. Pro tip: stretch the sack skin with your thumb and middle finger and use your index finger to scratch the itch zone. Works better than pinch and roll. When you're alone, of course. LOL. I found it works better in public. And with all 20 nails. Sometimes we just really don't want to talk to you. We still love you. But please stop talking when I am arguing that I am interested, so it doesn't start a fight. I am not interested. Was on the championship level of Fall Guys. Got second place because that was the time my GF decided to ask 640 questions about some book or something. Absolutely maddening. Have you ever been polite and nice through clenched teeth and jaw? LOL. Only when I am biting someone. I'm not nearly as confident as I act. Every guy has a story on how they started masturbating and won. It's never the normal way they do it now too. Chances are it's real embarrassing, so they won't tell you. Top secret information. This applies to women as well. Her stuffed animals have seen and done things. I really don't give a shit half the time. This, her. Do you think we should get the light blue towels or the dark blue towels? Me. I'm fine with either. Her. Assumes I have an opinion I don't want to share. Just pick one. You like the dark blue better, right? Me. Did she not ducking hear me? Really? I'd think both are nice. Her. Why won't he share his opinion? You must like one better. Which one? Me. About to rage quit the relationship. Okay. I like the dark blue. Let's get that. Her. Really? I like the light blue. Don't you think it looks nicer? That last line. Maddening. I cannot imagine being in a relationship like that. To have your opinion straight up dismissed twice in one short conversation. Man, do I love my girlfriend. 3. Nowhere in that conversation did that man have an opinion to be dismissed. That's the worst part. You don't even see the point in fighting. When they are mad they look even hotter. I've actually been told the cinder just makes me more mad, lol. Makes you look hotter too. There's no winning. There is for the men. We use the same towels for our face on our balls. After a shower. In that order. Yes. I thought everyone used one towel. My point exactly. Ends for the face. Middle for the ass. Tag side for the hair and face. Non-tag side for everything else. Sometimes, a nice blowjob unexpectedly will get you things. Sometimes getting me things will unexpectedly get you a nice blowjob. Chicken or the egg, sir? If your male partner hasn't been the little spoon, I'd recommend you try it. This is more directed towards certain guys who are too masculine to be the little spoon, or at least try. Girl here. Sometimes I like to be big spoon just cause it's like I'm holding a giant teddy bear and you can ninja out more easily when the bed gets hot and you just want to pass out. Ninja. Out. Sometimes you do look ugly and that dress does make you look fat. And I'll never tell you because then you'd leave me. I've straight up told my wife that an outfit is unflattering. I wasn't a dick about it, but she asked my opinion and I told her, it's about the delivery, not the opinion. If we're talking your so and not some casual date, then this is your duty. Let acquaintances flatter. Partners depend on each other for good counsel. Saving this comment for bad weather. It's not the genes. It's your fat ass that makes your ass look fat. I thought fat ass was good. Yes, X is cool. But have you ever grinded so much in a video game with the boys you are all gods at it? I thought so. It's not a story the men would tell you. But it's a men legend. We're scared and we need someone to hold us. I love when my boyfriend lays his head on my chest and I can hold him and stroke his hair. Me too. Wish he did it more often. Tell him how much you like it. Guys are simple creatures. Women who get upset when told the truth will eventually be surrounded by eloquent lies. Deleted. In principle it's not. But the question was, anyone can act like this. Although in my experience it's more common for women. I don't know how women feel about this. But we get rarely hugged. So every hug would make our day brighter. Just be sure to clarify that you're just friends if the guy takes the hug the wrong way. Agreed. Hugs from the opposite sex, of the same age group as me, are very rare. If we've just started dating, I might not be that forthcoming with my feelings. But that doesn't mean I'm not interested. Sometimes it's because I don't know how you feel, and I'm afraid of being knocked back. That's something I'm trying to work on. And I know it can cause a bit of an impasse if the other person is also afraid of getting hurt. Sometimes it's because I don't know how you feel, and I'm afraid of being knocked back. This is going to sound weird, but get hurt on your own terms. Make mistakes and learn from them. There is a snowball's chance in hell that the first person you date is going to be the one. Another concept you need to forget about. Fuck up and learn. Make a mistake and learn. Getting hurt and screwing up on your own terms is something I would gladly go back in time to teach myself how to do. It's a hell of a lot better than letting the other person dictate your feelings. A. I'm too ducking dumb to realize that I'm accidentally being flirty sometimes. B. I don't know how to respond if a girl I found attractive or that I have crush on starts a conversation with me face to face. Pre-COVID. C. I'm not going to understand half of the stuff that she texts and abbreviations she uses. D. I don't believe a girl could even like me because of my body weight. Saucer upperclassman high schooler. E. A lot of people are saying I could turn into an incel. Because of D. I wrote because I got low self-esteem and insecurities about my weight which would stop from perusing a relationship. I know before I go for a relationship I need to work on myself first. Because I don't like being fat. Don't believe D. I've dated a pretty heavy set dude once and well it was great. I'm definitely more into personality above all else. Sadly didn't work out between him and I. BC he just didn't want anything more in life which sucked. Doing the helicopter with our dick really ain't that fun. Speak for yourself. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go have some fun. We very well might have jacked off to a photo of you. Edit. Grammar. Comma, we very well might have jacked off to a photo of you. Proper grammar is important. Thanks man. Closed fist. Cheers. You are not less attractive because you gained weight. You are less attractive because you lost your confidence. But seriously, work out or something. If you ask me to grab, insert generic item here, and I ask which one, I'm not being deliberately obtuse. And when I inevitably bring the wrong one, it was 100% due to lack of definition. Bring me a towel please. Which one? You know which one. I promise I do not. Just bring a towel. I need to clean up this mess. Runs back into the room with hand towel from guest bath. What's this? Why would you bring this one? Right, double quotation mark. Dies a little inside. You just described every interaction with my mother ever. Mom, go get the thing. Me, what thing? Everything is a thing. Mom, you know what I am talking about. It has a color, and it is a shape, and it is somewhere here on earth. It has a function. Please go get it. Me, that is literally everything. I don't know what you want. Mom, walks 2 feet past me to get the TV remote. We have a mental block to express our feelings. Lots of things to lose. Until everything has been lost. Then the emotions will flow like water. I can only speak for me on this. But I know other men who have experienced this. If I ask you to repeat yourself, it means I didn't ducking hear you, not that I'm not listening. Sometimes it just means my brain is slow today and I had to hear it twice to understand all the words. Oh man, I hate that. Lost in thought or spacing out and someone says something to you and you hear it, but don't understand it. Then you ask them to repeat themselves and before they even start you suddenly realize what they said. That sometimes they prefer to masturbate instead of having intercourse. I love pizza and would walk 1,000 miles for pizza, but sometimes I just want to eat some ramen and go to sleep. Instant ramen. Legit ramen is hella good. How itchy our balls are. Sometimes. If I accidentally touch them, they immediately switch to 10,000 mosquito bite mode. Wash more, my friend. I sometimes have this issue depending on underwear type I wore that day and what activity and humidity levels are. Usually a quick wash with soap fixes that. First, is OP a man or woman? I masturbate a lot. I crank at least one out a day. And for some reason I tried to hit a high score for a day and I'm ashamed and astounded I even got to that number. Edit. Since some of y'all don't know how to scroll down a long thread, it's 17. Every guy has a personal high score. 5. Roomie numbers. Please don't say you did it as a group activity with the roomies. Maybe that dress isn't the most flattering. I tell you that you look amazing in it and this is what goes through my head. You obviously love it and want to wear it. I love you and I'm going to make sure you go through this day with confidence. And since when am I a fashion expert? Have you seen the clothes I pick for myself? I'm really the wrong person to be asking. But you look perfect to me no matter what you wear, so I'm really not objective. That's so sweet. My thoughts are just damn. That'll good on my bedroom floor. How much a fishing rod or car parts really cost? This gave off the most heterosexual vibes I have ever experienced. We know when you are lying or at the very least not being 100% truthful. You may perceive it as ignorance, but sometimes it is just easier that way. We hate fighting and arguing as much as you do and will play games to avoid same as you. That's just you, man. I'll call my wife on her bullshit as soon as I get a whiff. Bullshit doesn't do anyone any good. But if she starts losing it, just relax. Wait for her to give you an opening and calmly ask, why don't you tell me what's wrong without yelling at me, and we'll see if we can't fix it together. Usually she's upset because she thinks I'm going to get upset about something dumb. Or she's just had a bad day and is upset and needs to vent without realizing. Remember that y'all team. Root out toxic behavior and change it for the better. If the team isn't on the same page, it's bad news. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.